Okay, there we go. Have no idea what that was. Hopefully the stream stays on because there's a tornado happening around my area, which I can feel. We have bond action coming up too. Tornado in Florida, that's kind of crazy, right? Let me just see where it is exactly. St. Petersburg, Central Florida. This is where it says I'm in Florida here, and the tornado warning is happening in the middle. I'm near the Tampa area. Wow. But I guess it's not that far from it. Hopefully we'll be okay. But it's thundering quite loud today. Usually a hurricane, but for Florida, but a hurricane, a tornado today. I guess something kind of mixed up a little bit. So I'm not gonna be looking for shorts until we inverse this and violate this bullish PD ray on the 15-minute here. Under 288. Otherwise, we're just gonna be looking for longs as PPI is just moving higher. We have some gnarly lowest liquidity here, which I can definitely see that snap through. But how did everyone do today? This morning was pretty good. And then I left for lunch. Kind of like, I left after like 11, after we were shopping around. This was a good here. If you were in my Discord, this is why I was looking for longs area. And once we inverse this whole, I could just mark this inverse first. This 1 minute here, after taking the lows liquidity here, create a large imbalance. And then under the midnight open is the pink dotted lines. And once we inverse it, we just tap back into this BPR essentially. This is a bullish FEG inside of a 1 minute inversion. And once we tapped inside that under midnight open, it just really propelled us higher and higher. But we have 1 more minute till bond action. That bond action is probably gonna snap us lower. Oh, I just got a text message from Tampa. Let's see, tornado warning in the area. So let's record this stream just in case we get something going. Yeah, price action seems to do well in AM post news, and then it kind of goes to shit to PM. We'll see though. It's too early to say that, but I can see just bond action just snapping lower, and then maybe it'll just keep on moving. And then if we're just bullish, we have quite the gap to fill. Let's see, 10 seconds I think. Zoom. It is more by hypothetical right now. I'm not really trying to trade bond action. Zoom. Nope. Okay. Set a camera. I actually have a camera. I just haven't set it up yet. Next week we will have some face cam going. Um, but yeah, it looks like the tornado warning just keeps on getting closer to me. I'm getting a lot of text alerts in the area. Hopefully we're gonna be okay. There's that zoom. That just helps to take down all these trend line liquidity, and then if we're bullish, we're gonna just keep on moving up from the day. Let me log in. Oops, wrong account. This is my trade top step account. I don't mean to do that one. Is that the right account? Nope, this is the wrong account too. Good wick to the 15-minute here. Still holding. I like upside until I see a flip somewhere. I'll show you this. Alright, we're getting in here. Hello, guys. Whoa, okay. I was typing. I did not see. Well, we're tapping this order block here. Let's see how we fare above here. This is, I believe, the CPI here. CPI move. We really want to see ES run this high here, though. This is the same thing as the 4-hour. This is most likely going to get ran now. But yeah, I just typed in chat. If you guys want any giveaways for my fun features, apparently I found out there's no activation fee. They waived it for us, which makes the account worth like basically double the amount. If there's no activation fee, so they're doing us pretty solid, just letting us give away a lot of accounts. You look at the 15, yeah. So for me to short, I would need a flip on this 15-minute here, unless we make another 15-minute imbalance, which we could here. But I'm just looking for longs. I definitely would not have traded this 101 bond action, and so we seem to have a reaction afterwards. No, James Anderson. It's the giveaway winners. They don't get no activation fee, which is crazy. And I think we gave away our like 20 counts from my funny features at least. I think they were doing that the whole time. I just had no idea, which is a pleasant surprise. We just tapped into this 4 hour here, which is good. We'll be looking most likely at this whole order block here. Let's just see if we want to come back up to this previous equal high area at 407, which is showing very, very bullish here. Oh, we're still pushing. I can't really short this because we're not going to tap any liquidity level, to be honest, which makes things very difficult. Well, the midpoint of this whole gap here is at that 52.34 area. I do probably want to get that reached too. 15-minute bearish breaker. Are you looking at this whole candle as the bearish breaker? It's definitely valid. We're kind of looking at the same thing. I would look to see if we get a low, like more confirmation. That could be a low time frame setup inside this 15-minute breaker. But better yet, I would like to see either us violate a bearish PD rate or take a liquidity level, which it could take the CPI high here too. But it's gonna be very difficult to step in front of this. Step against this more so. Why do you prefer trading the afternoon session as opposed to open bell? I actually traded a lot of the morning session today and yesterday, which did very well for both. If you look at my Discord, I posted a lot of commentary and a lot of sometimes like the exact trade sets I take. But I wasn't planning on trading morning today. I was very I only traded like the first 45 minutes and then I went away. If I go short, do y'all want to know? Yeah. What kind of setup? What kind of level were you looking at? But please, if you're shorting this, just try to do tight stops on it. Like you might actually hit a winner. Like it might just start retracing back down. But there's no point in trying to time the top until there's confirmation. There's nothing you really can do here. It's a strong push up here. Let me check YM. How is YM so low? YM's still red on the day. That's actually very interesting. I did not expect YM to be red. Yeah, pretty bullish still. I'm not looking at shorts at all. We kind of jumped in this. But we did hit that 4 hour. I'm watching to see what does here. Very clean tap into this 50-minute FEG for higher prices though. Check the regular hour gap. Let's just see. 408. That's interesting, yeah. It's very similar to the CPI high we have marked up here, where this CPI was happening pre-market. That just took a quick launch to it before moving lower. I'll still just use that as a key level to watch for on the 1 minute. I'm just itching closer to this 410 area. Do you look at yesterday's midnight open and 8:30 level? No, I only like the current one. So like the midnight open here was used. This is why I was bullish down here. I told my Discord we tapped off the hourly order block level here. If I go the hourly, this is where we did a retracement. We filled this whole FEG here. This already becomes inversion, so we have kind of like somewhat of a BPR here. But the key thing is looking at this order block here, this bullish order block off this down close candle. We basically tapped that top of it. And once we did that, we're just looking to see if we can get a reaction off of that order block, which we inverse this 1 minute and then dip back down below midnight open. So like the midnight open is just a very key area to see a manipulation. If we're very bullish, which in this case, like in hindsight, we were very, very bullish. We want to see a quick manipulation run under midnight open. And now we're looking to run this high. When you trade CL or oil, I just want to master one asset rather than flip. Yeah, as soon as I started stream, the start is really mooning. It's quite interesting, but these are the two areas I really want to see hit before it shows a reaction. I would hate to see it turn before taking out the buy side or the regular trade hour midpoint here. But pretty bullish day here. Gonna get closer on the 1 minute. We're just gonna just wait for any setup that aligns with our narrative. I still think higher right now. we can get a retrace, but we're getting close. The 1 hour C wick. Yeah, I'm also looking similar like that. The C wick is gonna be a little bit above the level that we're looking at, where we have most relative highs here. And CPI did wick it, but we just want to see how we react there too. But it's gonna be. I feel like if you're trying to short this, it might be like, you know, it's definitely a counter trend, but you gotta wait for the right timing of it. We're just trying to pump right now. This is halfway through the 15-minute breaker. Yeah, we're not really looking to react off of this breaker here. We're just seeing if we can hit this midpoint of the gap, and see if we can also retest this 410 level here for 0810 level. What a wick though. Let me just fix this. Oh, it's the same thing. There's that midpoint there. And we're looking to test this. If your work is start tracking what site you're using during your 9 to 5. Why is so many people working and also trading at the same time, like while they're on their job? There's that 410 level there. We don't really have much here. I do want to see some sort of reaction above 410. Just look at the CE wick of this. Just mark the midpoint of it. 428. Just shows very aggressive buys. Basically, they're trying to save the market from PPI, CPI. I just don't see any type of entries you're going to go for shorts right now. But it's starting to look like, you know, we're moving way too aggressively without giving any retracement. This looks like a good time for it, though. What do you guys think here? At least get YM to green on the day. YM is green. Just because we hit this high time frame level now, we could look at an inversion for a counter trend scalp with a tight stop on it. I need to keep on zooming in. This is moving way too far. -4 projection on ES is a little bit higher. I'm at 43 here. There's that closure there. Third second probably shows something better though. We got closure there. Showing some rejection signs for sure. We did a nice clear of these equal high area. I wouldn't be against looking for a counter trend right now. Let's see the 5-minute closure. We'll get a 5-minute closure in a second too. A few minutes. It's just too early right now. I want a little bit more confirmation. I guess we're still only like early in this PM session, so it's way too early to think of a reversal here. We could actually reach another 50 points higher to the CPI 4 hours, but I do like to see some reaction before moving higher though. Maybe we'll run down to this open gap here. Oh. And outside starting pour. Hurricane is coming. Or not hurricane, the tornado is coming. It's on its way. Wish me luck. This is like just kind of price action where I don't really can get any type of entry because I'm still long. I'm still bullish, but you know, there's no one who's gonna try to trade the 1 p.m. bond action. So I want to see maybe a manipulation, which we kind of did, but we didn't really sweep these lows where I would have been more likely. And then once we really pushed up, we just kept on grinding up with leaving no type of entry. And I'm not a person who takes breakout trades like that. But yeah, you could have longed anywhere and been in massive profits, literally anywhere. Why do you don't take protection under bunker if tornado is coming? I don't know where there would be even a bunker, but you know, Florida is very common with tropical storms, like hurricanes, big storms. As long as a tornado don't go like singularly through my house, I should be okay. But these type of price action, like you don't really I don't really sit through this. Like if I was not on live stream, I'll just like let it. I'll maybe put some price alerts or just wait for it to give some sort of reaction first. Because just looking at this grind up, you're gonna be so tempted to short. But we want more confirmation before we even try to attempt a short. Wonder if the macro times with work with crypto. The thing with that, like, I don't think people are gonna say like everything works with any instruments, but some instrument will operate their own style. Well, just like I've seen platinum, someone traded platinum and it's very trend based. You're not gonna be able to use the same tools, something like that. Are you looking for shorts? I'm not trying to long anything like this yet. This is the only retracement we got, really. This is the -4 projection target for ES that I have, just based off of this the high to the manipulation low on ES, which is the PPI low. We're kind of heading towards there too. But NQ has been very, very bullish. See if it's imminent closure coming up here. Targeting all that sell side below. Yeah, like I don't know really any type of model where you can just enter long anywhere, because most type of models you're waiting for some type of reaction, and we have bond action. It just started doing like a 20 point up, 20 point up, 20 point up, and then slowly just slow grind without even taking any lows. That's where it gets very, very difficult, and especially when there's nothing on your left side that you could work with. If there was, it would have been more easy to trade this, but there isn't. So I'm just basically waiting for some selling pressure and some confirmation, and I'll likely just try a short and I'll add to it if it works. Other than that, I'm not looking at too much. How high are we up today? We're not even up too much today yet. Switch to 4 hours, pushing a trend line from March 21st. Is this the trend line that you're talking about? That I kind of already have marked out. How's it trend? This okay? I think yes, you could kind of do something like this now. But with the way that we're moving upwards right now, tomorrow could really set up for a day where we just come back to the imbalance that it created, maybe back to this 300 level area, and then really push to the next high. Because we don't have any news drivers. We'll go going for the week. Is today Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Yeah, we only have Friday tomorrow. Yeah, so Friday's looking to set up for more of a squeeze back up. But I do want to just up here. I want to look for any type of confirmation for any short I could try and add to them. Just maybe just start off with a starter. Just put your feet in the game, and then if it starts squeezing down, we'll look to add to that setup. But I did most of my trades already pretty big in the morning session. Which people overlook, but it's the Discord is open. I'm not sure I'm going to leave it open anymore, because one thing I talked about with the private members and other members, people seem to find less value when everything is open up for free. So I might just close it again. What does the C mean? Just consequent encroachment. If you're looking at this wick here, let's say the consequent encroachment is the midpoint of it. Just like if we're looking at FAG, the midpoint of that gap, let's say this inversion would be the consequent encroachment at like around 411. Yeah, we're just waiting for something. It's a lot of waiting when you're trading. So far, like I think the only trade I took on live today was that Monday trade. So I haven't took anything Tuesday, Wednesday, and today maybe no trades Thursday, just depending on what happens. I did take a lot of trades in Discord though, but only trade I took on live really was the one that you guys can see in my YouTube, where I made a short out of it. So would love to end the week very positive and just only wait for very clear setups. One who waits wins more. That's the gameplay. Oh, we have a little SMT going on here. Wick high on I just need to see some reaction, and SMT tends to give us what we want to see. We can kind of see a breaker form, and we can just displace through this inversion low here. Inversion wick low. I don't think I'm going to be alerting any setups that's counter trend right now. To my Discord at least. But if you want to try something with me, we can look to see something. I have the 8 o'clock CPI wick. See, is it the hourly said? Yeah, the hourly is at 428, give or take, if I did that right. Which, where do we hit today? We hit 425. Would love a 5-minute or a 15-minute closure through a bullish PD array. We don't really get that until we get a closure the next 15 minutes somewhere up here, because it's a very large gap right now. So this just says it's just too early to take shorts yet. But once it is more on your favor, it's going to be sort of like a lower trade. Like if you, let's say it displaces through this low, and we look for a retrace inside of it. It could be like a unicorn trade. Look for lower prices. It could just be a very quick, like a 10-point stop, 9-point stop, and you really have lots to aim for. So I want to see if that's something that we could take today. The upside is a little bit limited now. But we'll see if this SMT even holds. We either want a high time frame liquidity level taken, or just be inside of a nice higher time frame point of interest, or have a great SMT. That's the game plan for these type of reversal parameters that we were looking for. And most likely we want to see, of course, if there's a short setup, the low time frame is going to be bearish because we're going to keep on flipping on the 1 minute. But on the 15 minute, I would want to see a closure somewhere. That kind of confirms that we might be looking to violate on higher time frame and reverse lower. But yeah, a lot of inputs today about people asking very, very basic questions like, what is a drawdown? What is a breaker? I'm going to try my best only to answer questions that are either new or something that's like appropriate and not very generalized. Because it really becomes like a beginner's course when we're rather trading more advanced theories. So I don't want to describe what is a breaker every time. This was the imbalance that took out that level that we were watching. Let's see if we can displace through this low. Not much of a really of an imbalance over here either. And the 30-second, we kind of see like a unicorn set up there too, with a bearish breaker at this low. But I really want to see the 11:45 candle close. What do you class as lunch high? Is this lunch right now? Let me see. I think this is lunch. Lunch high is, I think, just 1 p.m. for me. From 12 to 1, that's the lunch. So the lunch high for me would be just 1 p.m. Okay, we're just looking at the 5 minute right now. We have the 5 minute balance here. See if we want to push through it. 5 more minutes before we get a 15 minute closure though. That's going to be telling for me. Mike Pham is asking about activation fee for Apex. I typically like the monthly if it's 150k, but if it's lifetime, if it's 50,000, lifetime is more bang for your buck. People who have large size, like 150k, like I think it's like 200 plus bucks on activation fee, they will only break even at like the 2.5 month mark, and there's not that many people that hold their fund account for that long of a duration. Let's see there. But this is a breaker now. It looks like it's trying to start turn. Yeah, moved quite a lot here. Oopsies. I'm gonna draw the projection target from this high or where it caused the SMT. With the -1 there. Just shy of that projection target too. This could still be in play. Like, it's up. I might actually give it just like a 1 minute attempt here, just inside this FEG. Maybe I'll let it get more confirmation. I'm not confident until we get a closure on the 15-minute though. I'll just do 1 here. Oh, that's a bad fill. I set sell market like what I saw at the top. Anyways, I'm just gonna put the stop at the high. Just do a 1 contract. It's a counter trend. I would not encourage falling too much. I'm just giving it a taste here, and just in case if my Wi-Fi cuts off in my storm, let's just put a break or a hard stop there. Pretty strong push. No confirmation is just a risky counter trend entry, and looks like I'm about to eat that loss for minus 250 probably at this rate. My fill should have been closer to 414 though, for more of a 9-point loss, but let's see a candle close. I'll just close this here if I can get this candle close above. 10 more seconds. Yeah, I should just wait for the 15-minute close though. That'll show more confirmation in these type of trade setups. So I did 8 minus 220 there. Let me just remove the labels. Yeah, candle close above the breaker. That's not something I want anyways. And this SMT does invalidate. Giveaway before the storm. Yeah, I hope no one tried to fall too in-depthly. I do 3 minis. That was only 1. And I did a sell market instead of a limit too, just to test the waters. But you can clearly see this closed far above. That was already a flag. And once we close above on this candle, I jumped off. Yeah, I'm in Florida. We'll do the giveaway probably midstream here, like let's say 2 p.m. Yeah, if you guys are in Florida, hopefully there's no big storms in your area. It's, I think, more, wait, what is it? West Florida or near the Tampa Bay area or central area? We have more to squeeze here though. I'm gonna try not to do counter unless it's better risk reward. That should have just been a 9-point loss though, like I planned. But you know, when you're trying to enter a counter trend when it's this high, had this went my favor, I wasn't gonna sell for just 10 points or take profit for 10 points. I was gonna probably go for much lower. So we're just taking kind of jabs at airs where it could work. Heavy wins. Let me move this out the way a little bit. This just took the low and then just did a sharp inversion closure, violating this. Still have the SMT just because ES didn't take the high. I could be still interested, but it might be just premature once again. feel like this is squeezing up. It does look like that right now. I'm trying to be very careful if I can. But I just want to do a startup position basically and just add to it. Probably a good time to just do more micros. Maybe that's the plan, and then you can more confidently add to the entry. But when we get a nice setup that's clear, that's when we can really execute on it. Nothing's too clear yet, except it's bullish. You see my bias here. The high time frame is still neutral to me, just because we're just inside this, going back and forth. So we did get a closure, and we violate some 4-hour FEGs, and then we displace through it. So it does look more bullish if this closed at 2 p.m. on the higher time frame, and then we're aligning it with the lower too. Love your stream, so chill. Hopefully the vibe is just chill. That's how I like it, and we're just looking for good trades and not trying to force any trades. That one is a loss, but I think it was acceptable. Like, very rarely do we just kind of strongly push through it. And that's what we did. And if we just take this high, I'm just going to remove this SMT here. Looks like we're about to. Double top on yes here. Just vibing. Okay. Little. It's a minor SMT once again. I'm just gonna delete this for now. Let me get rid of this. Let's clear it up. This should pop higher though. Aggressive push, displacing through this bearish FEG here. Look at this 15-minute candles though. We're moving pretty. That's why I like to see more of a 15-minute down close candle that try to displace through any bullish PD raise. That is more confident that I'm looking for shorts, rather than what's doing right now where we're just closing higher. So we'll get a close on this 15-minute, open, close, open, close. So everything is just moving higher. What time is Asia session? I believe Asia session is more, I actually don't know. I just think of more overnight. I kind of think the whole thing is Asia session until like it hits like 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. Asia looks like it's 8 p.m. to midnight, I think. Yeah. That's a decent time to trade. Very slow, but it's adaptable where it's not too bad. Yeah, look at the 5-minute here. We didn't get a closure below, so that's why it's premature. Why do you do AM streams? I typically do, but lately I was just trading AM in the Discord. It's just very volatile. There's that pop there. But yeah, even this short here, I think we did the breaker right here, right? We took a short somewhere like 412. We stopped out at 423 or something. This is a very tight stop where, like, had this worked, it would have went back to this low or lower, but it saved us a lot of points there. Just doing like a 10-point stop. That's the pop into this projection target here on the ES, and we're just itching higher. Interesting enough, we're looking at this CPI high now. I'm very close to trying another jab though. I still want to do like another 1 mini and then add to it if it works out. Apple's going crazy. Let me look at the thing I have for tech. Yeah, look how Apple's been going. Pretty strong, pretty strong. We just basically want, if you're looking for really good shorts, you want to see a 15-minute displacement through a PDRA. But this is starting to look very top-ish here. We're already approaching the top of this trend line, which every time we get a reaction to it, this is a CPI high too. I don't know if we want to really reach that today. It is like 40 points away as well. Yeah, I'm starting to like be more interested in attempting another short though. Even though it's like counter trend, I'll just wait for us to see any type of setup and then add to them. Just too early right now, though. Get rejected out this midpoint here, or even create an SMT. Oh, look at this YM. YM's about to take a nice significant high here. Wait, was this the high that we're looking at? Yeah, this is the high actually. Double top there, a little SMT-ish. Maybe do a one fail attempt before moving higher, and then that's the last straw. Would be ideal for that to be happen. Yeah, not top ticket. I'm trying not to too. I'm just waiting for confirmation. We got that closure there. It's too early still. We can do the giveaway at 2 p.m. here. Let's do that before we look for trades. Dono's commenting. He wants to win too. That's actually funny. What's the chances Dono gets it? Everyone's gonna say it's rigged. Tech is just squeezing today. There's that trend line though. Very high time frame trend line that seems to be holding here. Whoa, 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 what's this going on? Another spike, here we go. Okay, that's enough time for the giveaway now. Let's look for the see the bot here. Let's get this giveaway out the way, and then we'll start trading. I think, yeah. Oh, we almost took the high there too. Until we see a 15-minute closure, shorts is going to be very difficult to maneuver here. What a spike, though. They're just going to buy it straight back up. Okay. Giveaway winner today is Jay Carter. Jay Carter. Congrats to Jay. Rigged. If it was Dono, that would have been rigged. He doesn't need more. He doesn't need any giveaways. I think that's the 80th giveaway we did today. We did 3 yesterday, which is pretty good. And then I think tomorrow's gonna be a good one too. Lots of counts given away today, or during stream. CPI high is pretty close now. They're like 20 points away. Brian, what's your approach to past 50k evals? That's a good question. It's difficult because typically when people ask me like, how do you trade evals? How do you trade funded? I would say like I trade funded like with appropriate risks, like about 8 to 10% risk tolerance based on the drawdown size. So if my drawdown is like 4,500, I'll risk like $300, $400 per trade. And eval, I'll typically say like we'll hammer that. We'll do 2 to 3x size. But when you have trailing drawdowns apex, things get very difficult. Something I've been enjoying though is just waiting for great volatility to trade evals. So that's how I've been operating. Non-farm payroll gives volatility. CPI gives volatility. PPI did give something, but I think PPI is pretty lackluster. But if you can just enter before, during, or post news, you get really great range and you can really pass a eval on Apex really quick. And I don't like wasting my time on evaluations. That's just me though. Did Jay respond, by the way? I don't know if Jay said anything. We might have to if Jay can comment in the group in the next, like, let's say like 10 minutes, he'll get it. But if he's gone, we gotta just give it to the next person. Holy crap, we're squeezing. 140 candle was the long setup. 140. Is this candle here? No, where is it? Yeah, it was this candle here. We did take induced slows. I think if we're bullish, this would have been the setup, but it moved pretty fast. You could have gotten in on this closure. That's what I was thinking as well. But I tried the breaker setup first. We could have flipped though. Hey yo, CPI high taken. I'm looking at this order block here now, though. I'll be looking for something inside of this order block here. Okay, if we inverse something, I'm gonna try to take one contract on it. But yeah, we're getting really close to this order block though. Let me just move it a little bit. Like that. Holy moly. I want to see a reaction in this order block though. CPI high here. Let me just mark that. I would want a little bit higher here. Let's at least tap this order block here. Visible on the hourly very clearly. And this is a key level now, so like if we can show a reaction and displace through it, I'll try an entry short off this. Typically, we want to see this used as a retrace for higher, and then if we close lower, that's great tool for that balance here. Come on. This is what I want to see happen. Give a quick pop. And take out this and this is order block here. Things are getting spicy though. I hope I don't get too bird or anything. I just want to get my feet wet over the good areas here. Come on, give a quick pop and then turn. Power hour seems gonna be very interesting here. Candle close in 3 seconds. We did retrace above it. Great. Now I'm watching for this to see if it wants to violate it, but I still want higher though. I want ES to move to this sort of order block. Come on. Give us the right parameters and then we can jump. Wow, YM is already selling. 203 is a cider. You look at this order block, the down close candle here. If we get closed here, that is pretty the first imbalance that takes. This is the balance that moved past CPI, so it's pretty crucial for me here. I would love to see it pop up more than the next rundown. I would jump in. A little tricky. Come on, give it pop up. I don't want to sell it yet. Let's work, baby. I want higher prices here. I want this to hold. I want it. Even it's so shallow. What is this move on ES? Yeah, but if we get closed down here, I'm likely gonna jump in though. Especially after we take out this high again. This should just run though. I'm expecting a little bit higher just to see if ES can follow suit too. There's that wick there. It's a very shallow wick. I don't like seeing shallow wicks like that when we're consolidating. There's a nice, more substantial wick here. Do have SMT here. Okay, I'm watching closely for a sell on NQ here. Trying to keep my sanity. This is just building up so much. Like by time it wants to go through this, it's gonna just do like a 20-point drop. I'll be like, but my entry. Anyways, if we do a strong sell, I'm sure we're gonna really go probably retrace back to 410 at least, back to where the high is, so that this whole thing will be in manipulation setup for tomorrow. So like in the grand scheme of things, like this whole box here, if we start turning, could just be that manipulation push. Something like that. Let me just show it only on the higher time frame. Triple lows there. I'm still looking for that 15-minute closure, so the next closure at 2:30. This next candle's gonna flush here. Gut feeling. Building too much of liquidity. My honest move here, I think it's just gonna do a slight inducement above and then just flush down a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna be the real move though, but there's a little minor gap there. See if this wants to turn now. Come on, baby. Tell me that doesn't flush through. $10-point drop all the way to 460. It made another low. Oh my goodness. What would stop loss be? If we were to take this trade, stop loss is probably just above this high here. I'm not gonna put all the high. It's just gonna be like where the relative high is. If you were to take something like this, but you're kind of anticipating more of a flush through these lows, and then once we break the low, that's where you set breaking the stop most likely. It didn't really take us out there though. Take us through there. I still want ES to tap in this order block before moving lower though. That's what I really want to see happen. Mhm. I forgot that there was a giveaway winner. I think someone named Jay, and I was like, if he doesn't respond in the next 10 minutes, we're gonna re-roll it. And he hasn't responded yet. No one reminded me. We might need to run it back. He must have entered the giveaway and just left. If Jay wants to respond in the next minute, or next 2 minutes by 2:27, I'll give him the count. I'm just scrolling up to see if he responded. I don't think he did though. But I was been distracted. I don't think it was that J. I think it was J with the J-Y. I copy paste the winner. Let me just see. It was Jay Carter. Identifies Jay. Is PPI news stronger than unemployment? I think PPI came hot, but unemployment was much lower, which is bullish. And then, and like typically with news type of things, like it's kind of smoke and mirrors. Like, we're already taking these lows, and if we're bullish, which we typically are, they're just gonna save the market. They're gonna use every excuse possible. So inflation dropped us down. CPI rates dropped us down. They didn't really care. Now we're back up to the previous high already. So that's why I don't really look at news too much. I just want to see like what areas could it really aim for, and I'll flip my narrative to aim for it. Let's do it again then. I don't think he's here. We'll get the bot to run it again. But quite the equal lows now, which is very, very interesting. I just want to tap in this order block. That makes it more high probability for me on ES to be coupled with it. I don't think NQ can really squeeze much more than this though. I could be wrong. Just looking at higher time frame right now. 58. I think we have monthly open above 500s on NQ. Can I check somehow? Let me see. I think I have something that said monthly open. No, where do I see that then? Was monthly open not at 500? I see that on one of my charts for some reason. 503. Monthly open is 500, 503. Okay, I don't know why I didn't see that. Okay, let's do the giveaway run now. I think everyone had enough time. Yeah, Jay. I think it's not the same Jay. I think the full username was Jay Carter. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, the next giveaway winner today is someone named Mike Fam 56666. Please respond in the next 10 minutes, and then we'll get you right. Congrats to Mike Fam. Hopefully that person, Ashley, claims it. I read that monthly open though. It's not the right J. I copy and pasted the username is Jay Carter. That's just someone else that has the J name. That's why we're doing username and not just first name. Yeah, but Mike Fam, please give. We have equal highs above here. $30-second breaker. We could get a breaker if we just place through this. If we inverse this and retap back in, that could be a valid entry. Mike Fam, are you here? At least you know it's real when there's people that not claiming it. They probably left the stream already. Some equal lows, equal highs. No way that the second winner is not even here. People will really just enter the giveaway, and like the giveaway doesn't last that long. It lasts like 5 minutes. And then I already picked a winner, and people just don't want to show up. I'll give Mike Fam like till 2:36, I guess, and then we'll re-roll one more time. Maybe we'll double the prize every time. Mindset driven. I don't think ES would even want to try to hit the wick for ES. That CPI high. It should be more by divergence from what it appears to be. This seems very limited here for today at least. Maybe Friday could really push through it. I do think it struggles above here. All right. Let's do it again. Comment username one time, re-rolling the giveaway. We'll hopefully have a smaller pool of people now because people are just coming in and out. Okay, we're looking for a tap in this wick. We have quite the equal lows, so we have equal lows here, and then we also have lows near the bottom here. So we have good targets to jump in for. We just need to see a setup that could align with our interests here. Let's get this tap in this order block here. Pretty large, like an 8-point order block, but we want to see a reaction in this area. Very extended move so far, though. I don't think we have too much space to come here. Okay, everyone should have entered already. I don't think I want to give too much time before someone leaves again. Let's roll the dice in 237. And queue in 1 hour order block. Oh, I guess we are in that above. This is also the hourly FEG here too. So that's something that we can use for as our high time frame point of interest if there's something that can align there. Lots of gaps above here though. Did we tap this? We went shy of it too. Okay, let's throw the dice. Giveaway winner. Third giveaway winner is Peter O. M. I don't know. Congrats to Peter. Hopefully he responds. If he doesn't claim it, we have to just triple the giveaway. At that rate. Look at all these equal lows though. Power seems promising though. Okay, Peter is here. Yeah, Peter, just DM me on Discord. Finally, third time's the charm. Congrats to Peter. Just, yeah, DM me a screenshot of your YouTube profile, Peter, on Discord, and then we'll get you right. All right, I want to see another pop in here. We are in this hourly point of interest. And then we have basically NQ coming up here, or ES coming up here. Yeah, Pete, take your time, man. You're fine as long as you're here. Do you live every day? Yes, we do. We got triple high there. Holy crap, though. When did we started live stream at 1? I guess during this bond action, we moved up 200 points since then. And I think the only long opportunity was this move here. Everything else is not something that I could consider. Well, what a move. I do want to see a short setup form if we tap this hourly order block here on ES. And same thing with NQ. We're in this area here. We have lots of liquidity being built up and power coming soon too. Just one more pop, I think. Just one more pop. And then we're ready to ball. Look at the 5-minute here too. Displacing through this 5-minute would violate this bullish FEG, and then we'll likely run this order block here too. So under 480 would be pretty big. What is this? I don't know what this level is, but we're in this new equilibrium gap too. Yeah, we're not shorting blindly at least, which is great. 15-minute point of interest. I marked that open there. Just looking where I can see. Yeah. If power starts selling off, I'm sure we can join in. We don't have to rush it though. We've been grinding up so much that like I think we're expecting more of a big drop coming or retracement down. Damn, you entered at 180 and you got out at 500, 320 points. Yeah, one mini of that would have been crazy. I don't know what's your sizing of it, but well done, man. It's a waiting game when we're looking for a setup like this. Okay, Peter, I got your DM. Still premature for a short, but it looks very good because there's easy targets to go for right now. So we get back in, maybe to this order block here. Break it out 30 second, maybe we can see something too. There's not much to see here. How many minis are gonna take? It's likely gonna be one mini until we have confirmation. Confirmation is a 15-minute closure. This is the 15-minute high time frame candle. If we get it closed through it, that's where I can just take a normal trade setup. But I'm just kind of looking for counter trend setups, which is not the best, but if it works, it does really well. This looks like a decent short off this order block. That's what I was considering here. But I'm gonna. If I did, it was gonna be one mini though. I'm not gonna play aggressive. Well, it's not confirmed yet. I think I believe someone named Daniel in the yeah, he said he was gonna short 503, which it did tap. I was gonna look at the same thing essentially. This just that order block play. Showed on the 30 second though, and then target this low here, which would have been nice. Should displace through here. Yeah, looks like it's working for you, Daniel. I was gonna take that trade. I think I got distracted by the responding to a message. Oh, it's all good. I'm sure we're gonna see some more setups coming up here. We're looking very topish, which. So just displace through this low. I'll be surprised if it doesn't displace through this low now. There it is. We took that trade on the 30-second OB play. Hopefully it's doing well. I'm waiting for confirmation to get a better trade in. Yes. We got shy of the order block there. Quite interesting. But yeah, this is the order block here. There was no clear breaker, even the low time frame. You could have maybe looked at this as the breaker. Because we looked at this high, displace lower, and still holding below, but it's just more simple to look at this as a simple order block retap with equal lows. If you enter at 503, you could just put like a 510 stop. That's more than enough. 7 points. We have some lows down here still too, so not even sweating yet. I feel like this could be a retrace, then we can try to move a little bit higher again, dance around, and then we flush. I'm waiting for 3 p.m. maybe to get a closure. If we can get something happening before 3:15, that'd be good. But yeah, nothing crazy yet. We just basically tapping this 5-minute here. See if this order block holds too. Yeah, so I'm watching for a closure under 483. That'd be big for me. Then we'll likely target this low here, which is very relatively low. Other than that, we are leaving from this hourly point of interest, which is good there. And look at the 4-hour, we are tapping off of this trend line here. A very higher trend line. But yeah, nothing very clean yet with the way I trade. How's everyone doing today though? Are you guys big green, red, neutral? We don't have to take a poll, we can just talk about it. I traded quite a lot on AM, which I did very well already. I'm just waiting to see something for PM. But if you look at my Discord, look at Just Brian, go to the AM and you can see exactly what I did. I think this is where I was saying, where was it? I was bearish somewhere. I was bearish until we took liquidity, and then I flipped here where I was long, and there's quite a few setups, and you can see exactly my commentary there. Things are moving very fast though. Humbly green, well done there. Quite a few people are more red than I would expect. Blue. We still have these lows down here, guys. I hope we don't tag them yet. Oh. Oh well. You took that short, Julian. I think the only good short that I wanted was the lower sell here was 503 on this order block here. This is what I was demonstrating, and I would have just taken these equal lows and try to hold one for these lows if I wanted to, or just take the 1-1. You don't have to be greedy at all. But look at this 15-minute here. This is the first 15-minute through these lows, and if we can get under 473, that's gonna be very bearish for me. Or it's gonna be topish. Green the day, Daniel. That's good. I won't try to stick around too long. Yeah, I'm hoping for power to get a closure, 3 p.m. closure under this 15-minute, and then I'll be more likely to take shorts off of it. But we look like about get a 5-minute closure here too, and that'll be it. Daniel's short again, or he's waiting for shorts. I don't know. Let's get this 3 p.m. close though. These equal lows, we have basically 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 wicks equal lows at 470 here. That's gonna be pretty big, and I'm watching for this closure on the 5 and the 15 here. Let me just get rid of this completely. Go back to 1 minute here. It's a BPR sell model here. Waiting for that 3 p.m. close though. As long as we get a close under 3, that'll be pretty good for us. Oh. It looks like a bit just sell off. So we have this inversion here. This is the only really 1 minute imbalance that moved past this high, and we did retrace into it before moving higher, and then we did retrace one more time before closing, displacing through it, and now we're using it as a version, creating a 1 minute imbalance inside the version. There's a simple PPR there that overlaps, and as long as this could hold, I would love these lows. This could have been a potential short here, as you would just put like a 10-point stop, because it would need to go back up this high, and then you're looking to target these lows. Can we check the daily real quick? Let's see how the daily looking. We can anticipate how the daily would close. We are nearly rejecting off this order block on the daily too. It's at 57. We went, I think, like 57, a few ticks under. We have SMT off the lows of the daily here. And then we could be tapping back inside this daily breaker, which has been holding very nicely. Lots of lows. Back in this BPR. Okay, so let me check the 15 minute. We got the closure under this 15 minute, which is good. I'm looking for any bearish setups now. I'm more confident in that. This is the range. So this would kind of complete the sell model and kind of continue off of it if we could just displace through this low here and then retap back in. I'll join in there off this breaker. But this PPR is already holding very nicely. So we just need to see if we can displace through this low here. Up 600 on my free account. Well done, man. $315 is gonna be my limit though. Like if we don't get anything there, we're still consolidating. I'm not gonna play around today. The low, the sell model, I would probably like look for like this as a good low, and then I mean low, yeah, to complete it all the way would be where it started here, the 1 p.m. bond auction, where we have lots of relative lows there, so that would be a complete reversal back down. But we don't have to like play that move like that though. We'll just play what we see, and right now we have immediate equal lows. This is just a note trading checklist. I'm putting this in myself. Can we get something going here? Let's check 30-second chart here. What a push, what a push. To 5 minute here. They're just not doing things that I want to see right now for a short setup. And you're looking at 5267. Is that just the high of that, or no? Just the top of the order block, it looks like. Is there anything else other than that? We might not get something for PM today. Still up big on Monday for these accounts, but nothing else since. Maybe Friday we'll get something, but I'm not trying to force any trade that doesn't really align with what I'm looking at. Why don't you trade 3 to 4? It's the best time to trade afternoon. Best as in volatility, yes, but just the same way, like I don't trade 9:30 to 9:50, like the first 15-20 minutes. I'm just trying to avoid the open market volatility, just because, like, I'm trading like tight stops and it could work, but I'd rather not get wicked out in a quick candle. I'd rather trade sustainable prices than like crazy volatility. You're using the power 3 indicator, or you're using this thing here? Oh yeah, you just got to type in more candles. Nothing's happening yet. This is where we're likely in the stream, guys. We'll do a stream tomorrow and see if we get any trades. If not, we're ending the week pretty well up from my Monday trade. Tuesday, Wednesday, didn't take any trade really. Thursday, not. We're just watching. But I will try to alert any trade setups that I take that's like more A+ setup. We have no A+ setup since that money trade from when I been live. So if you want to take a look at the Discord, you can join. It's open right now, but I don't know how long it'll be open for. The last of the members has been saying that making it open for everyone gives less value, and there's a lot of newbies asking the same question. So if you want to join, you can join now. It's in the description. And I'll end the stream here, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.